Hi, actually, yeah, I finally managed to beat the second stage. After many tries, I got a powerful build. Got done the first boss, saw some cactuses, and got done the second boss, doing over 100 billion damage. That's so much fun. Wait, what do you mean there's already stage 3 and I'm late to the party? Alright, back to the grind. Enjoy the run. Okay, the plan is still to unlock the thorns. And hopefully finish the run once. Because the next difficulty is actually difficult. I'm going to take the wand here and crank it. Crank the DPS, crank the damage. Of course, the issue here, it doesn't target chests. That's the issue. But with wand, I will be able to just stand there. And do I want the crit damage? Well, I want health. Health is what I want. Plus 0.35 base damage. Oh, I only had the tainted base damage improvement card. Okay, so with extra base damage, actually, the other weapon, the blender, the thunderstaff, should be much more viable. Well, granted. Didn't I say that this weapon should be much more viable now? I did. And I'm going to take it, I don't care. I love the weapon. And, am I going to take the crit? I think I am going to take the crit. So it's a major run, technically. And the target, get 500 health to unlock the thorns. And hopefully win. Because while losing can still be fun, it's not sustainable. You kinda have to... Big damage! Big experience! Ah! And obviously get the experience. It's the first area, literally. And granted, I have the bonus plus 50% experience from the get-go. Having even more experience at the very first level is so amazingly good, you can't just pass it up. Why? Because every single point of experience that you get extra from these upgrades, the more experience you have, the more damage you do, the faster you clear, and the easier your game gets. More experience. Yes. And a relic. A freebie. Oh, okay. Resurrects you back to full life and kill all enemies. Oh. A single use. I mean, a single use does not entice me very much, but hey, it's a free revive. Now, what do we have? Okay, obviously I'm going to take the epic, but more attack speed, more damage, and projectile speed. It's not necessarily good for the wand, but the thunderstaff? Absolutely. And I am going to use the banish on the one card that I don't want, which is get rid of all crit. Do I want the pickup radius? Not really. I'm upgrade the wand. Don't take this. Projectile size. Yes, enlarge my projectiles. Without registration and messages. Well, by the way, having a high starting pickup radius is a good thing because with the close range weapons such as the thunderstaff, the pickup radius is enough. It's just enough to pick up everything you draw by killing enemies with the thunderstaff and maybe the death aura, but not any other weapon. An improved defense. Yes, please. I think you need to die. Pretty please? Very pretty please? Yes, very good. Now this guy. Can I kill this guy? I think it's just a second combat zone, so surely I must be able to. He's gonna give me so much experience too. Well, it is going to take a bit of time, so... Oh, base damage plus 35! And they're dead. Oh well. Okay, more base damage or more damage? I think more base damage. Base damage affects every single weapon, but one just affects the ones. No wonder. What did I pick up? Did I pick up a magnet? I think I did. And yeah, the extra void magnet no longer affects coins, so I might lose out on some money. But for that, I can actually employ a special tactic. Run around in circles. Yes, it actually works. No wonder. Area. Yes, improve the area. Since I do have the close range weapon, I don't need to be worried about the area. Because you see, the close range enemies will be killed by the wand, and everything else will be ground down by the thunderstaff. This maybe? No, just crank the thunderstaff. Make sure I have as much damage as possible before I hit the harder areas, because I don't want to take ages killing things. Well, let's be real. Yes, as part of the challenge, maybe, but apart from it? No. I'm here to be as broken as possible. And I want the rings. And area. And mind you, area gives me... unlocks the more experience kind of thing. More experience cards. Which is quite potent, so maxing it out early will make sure I'll be of a very, very high level. Hey, come back. Hey. Yeah, and I shouldn't waste the dash, by the way. Because I only have one. Since I removed that meta progression upgrade. For the sake of getting more health. And whatever else that I got. I think I also got experience. Attack speed. Yeah, go for that. More attack speed means more blending and more magic. Magic wand. If you like the pony things, friendship is magic, but actually magic is magic. Logical. Don't die. I mean, granted I have one revive, but just don't waste that. I'd rather have that in a boss fight where... big damage. I kinda want to have that in a boss fight, because, well, you see, it will clear the entire screen of all the enemies. Maybe it also kills the boss, you never know. That'll be very fun. Well, maybe not very fun, but very efficient. Big damage. Wait, chest, but elite. Oh good lord. Do I do enough damage to kill the elites? That's the question. Or a relic? A relic, event, a chest, and an elite. And what do I want here? I obviously want the horde mode, I think. Or do I want the blacksmith? But the blacksmith was very expensive. So in the shop I might get something very, very potent. Hermes Hood. Movement speed also increases attack speed. I love that! Heal and not very good. Attack speed very good. What do I have money for? I have money for... have enough? Do I have enough? I don't. Okay, plus 5% damage and cards. Okay, damage multiplier plus 18%, but less attack speed. I don't think I want to take this. Take the pickup range? Maybe, but actually movement speed. Cardio. Just one attack speed. Yeah, fine. And an event. An event is just a kill thing. Very good. It'll let me get a lot of experience here. Maybe a couple of levels too. Level 4. Now, how quickly does the bat die? Actually, I need to pick up experience since I think I wasted my pickup radius somewhere, or did I reduce it in the meta progression? I think I did. So now I have to run around in circles, which is, well, what I usually do anyway. But now running in circles has purpose. Very good. Very good, very quick, very hard hitting. Well, maybe not necessarily hard hitting. Yeah, and the usual issue is with me, I don't kill enemies very quickly, unfortunately. And there are enemies close to me, so the wand has to do some work. And I don't think it does the work very well. More damage. Yes, more damage. On the bright side, I can kill this crowd of enemies without touching them, which is a good thing. More defense? Yes, please. So I did benefit from the larger radius of this thing. It's just that I'm still not sure if the downside of having a large radius is still worth it. maybe if I get more attack speed so my wand can actually kill enemies quicker. Oh, I got a magnet. Yes. I got a little tiny magnet. And now I'm happier. Ooh, look at that, the base damage on this. Oh, my balls are gonna hit hard. Oh, look, a little bad. And it's dead. Of course, with even the small upgrades to the movement speed, enemies cannot catch up to me. Ah, yes. And now the big grind ends, I suppose. I killed all the enemies. That's it. What do I have? Critical damage. But actually I need more health. Oh no. But 0.67 attack delay is so good. I have to take the damage. I have no choice. I can still avoid the 3 elites. The elite wall. But 3d4 relics. So I'm gonna take the Relic Master's Cloak. Increase your damage by 50% for 6 seconds after taking damage. And it has a cooldown. So it's not a bad thing. And more defense. But Fractal is so good. Maybe take the Fractal. Maybe take the Fractal. It's kinda good, you have to take it. No, more defense, more health. More longevity, more health. And I want an event, I want a fight, and a horde mode. And get to the shop, so this elite. Oh, 50 chance of soul gems to be attracted, and plus 0.2, 1.2, plus 20% experience modifier? Yes. And fire. Also yes. What? Another one? Now, do I take the area or do I take more damage? I think I'll take more damage on the wand and improve its attack speed. So, out of that event, I received 3 levels. Which is quite fantastic. I need another dash. Like right now. And look at that. Whenever the cloak activates, you have the little red effect around you. The little sparkles flying off of you. Crit. Actually, fire. Fire, while seeming not good, it adds up. And it adds up rapidly. Because you see, I attack rapidly. Logical. Yes, 10% damage mitigation. Absolutely. A requirement right now. I need it on me. I need it on me yesterday. Now, banish all critical related cards. I did take crit, and I attack quickly. I can try and rely on the fire build-up. And take this. Or I can take the critical. Did I actually take the criticals? Did I? I didn't. I can rely on attack speed and fire build-up. But 65% damage is so good. I take it. I have to take it. It will dramatically improve my DPS, improve my fire. Actually, take some damage and look at it go. Oh, the elite has no chance. Oh, you're so useless. Oh, you're dead. Wow. Was that an elite? I don't know and I don't care. Plus defense. Now I just need to take a bit of damage and grind down this little cluster of enemies. Slay the elites. Oh, slay the 2 elites. Okay. More base damage. Yes. And by the way, the damage multiplier is going through the roof, so base damage is suddenly very beneficial. So now I'm juiced up on the cloak. Look at this health! Where did it go? I don't know! And I don't want to find out. And more damage. 52 times damage. 52 times base damage. And by the way, that is before the damage multiplier, I think. Oh no, it is with the damage multiplier. Alright, still very good. Literally a gross amount of damage. Do I take damage when I go into the crowd? I think I do! Run away! And unfortunately, I have not been doing a very good job at running around in circles. I have a bunch of experience everywhere, which is not good for anyone. Like, I take a bunch of damage and just kill this elite. Let it burn. Look at that. Yeah, every single one of these balls applies an additional stack of fire, and the old stacks are refreshed. Wow. It's just infinite damage spiral. Oh, Tainted and Normal Reality Soul cards are 75% likely to appear. Tainted and Normal. Hold on. Oh, less likely. Oh my. And more defense. Or more destruction. I think more destruction. And I wanted to go for the Horde, because since now I have the blender, I don't need to worry about anything. Blender. Now, do enemies get through to me? Elites do. Basic enemies, not so much. Defense. Good stuff. Oh, and I have enough knockback on the magic wand that it really doesn't matter. Get the chest. Get the crates, get the chest. Get all the money in the world, because I think I'm going to the shop side of things. Look at the damage and look at it burn. Oh, it's dying. It's dying so quickly. Look at it. Oh. More projectile lifetime and more projectile, so more fire application. Look at it. Oh, it's dying. Look at it burn. Look at the other one burn. Good lord. I think nothing survives. Nothing comes close to me. It kinda does. That's the hypothesis. Nothing survives and comes close to me. Elites do. Other things, not so much. They burn up. A dash cooldown. Yes. I think getting the dash cooldown unlocks something. And I hope it's true. And it's something useful. I think there was a card called Will, which instead of cooldown on one dash, you cool down 2 dashes. Which is quite amazing, in fact. What do we have? Another dash or bigger damage. Well, bigger damage, obviously. Now I'm going for the Horde. Horde Vent Shop. Oh, look at it spin up. I'm just gonna stand here. Elite is kinda dying to fire. But I still need to move away because I kinda do take a lot of damage, huh? Take the... do I need to move away? Okay, things are not dying to my balls, but my balls set them on fire. They just burn up. Except for elites. But, it is only for now. They will also burn. Okay, I can just stand here and wait for elites. And whenever I get my thorns and get to do a thorn run, I will just stand there. And if it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work. Just an epic standoff. Ooh, big damage, big defense. Plus 0.5, plus 1.5, excuse me. This may not look like a lot, but it is actually a lot. I need to make sure I preserve my dashes for as long as possible. So, unless I need to use them, I shouldn't use them. Look, another elite. Look at that, look at that. And because I took an extra defense, I'm not taking as much damage from the basic enemies, huh? And I think I still need the green ring. Thunderstaff. Rank it. Look at the damage. Oh, look at the attack speed. That's so much of it. And elite, they just burn up. They don't stand a chance. Not the slightest chance. Now, I'll just die to one tap to the boss as it happened previously. Multiple times. But hey, I think I'll definitely get there. So that's a bonus. I haven't unlocked anything there, so relic. Fully heal you on level up. Yes. Perfection. More defense. Well, it's not exactly much. But hey, if I get this, I might unlock something else. But perfection. More attack speed and more damage. I just have to take it. And horde mode. So now, this is where I test my build. Is my blending ability up to par? Let's see. Oh, hello. Projectile lifetime. Ah, movement speed and projectile speed? Yes. So what this will do, yes, minus 25 projectile size, who cares? Although I kinda do care. Projectile speed is amazing for my best damage weapon. Okay, the blending has started. Look at it. Boom. More projectile speed. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. The elites are burning up to the fire. Oh, I don't need to move anymore. Turtle, excuse me. Plus 1 health regen. Double the 2.5 times defense. Well, movement speed. Who needs movement speed? Attack speed. Well, it's not exactly large to begin with. This is how I don't need to move anymore. He's missing a screw. I literally don't care about their damage anymore. Okay. Do you even lift? Yeah. And because I ignite enemies, actually, crank out the maximum health. I need 500 there to get to the Torns. Because I ignite every single enemy that is getting touched by the balls multiple times, I don't even need to care about the enemies which are close to me. I kinda do well. Kill the elites. Get the craze. Get everything. Good lord, I don't take damage. I am immortal. And by the way, I wasn't doing a whole lot of damage to begin with. It's just the burn that's stacked up. And do you do damage to me? Oh, you kinda do, but then you kinda don't. Because you're dead and I am not. More damage. Look at it. I don't care. I don't care. I live no matter what. Like how do I even die now? I probably will find a way, but how? What is this? What kind of monstrosity did I create? A level 46, by the way. Oh yeah, and plus 50% damage from the cloak. Don't forget that. Projectile size. I think I need that or damage. I need both. Take the damage. Crank it to the maximum. And I have 11 grand for the shop. More damage. Yeah, you know, guys, I just stand there. Look at it spin up. Big damage. Apply so much burn. Hold on. The wand, the magic wand, is doing 100 damage per pop. Yeah. This is a monster. Wait, while I'm buffed, how much damage does this do? This do 100 per ball. This does 150 per ball. And this has a lot of balls. And they all slap the enemies very rapidly, heating them up, and that's where the burn is coming from. Look. They cannot pass through the testicular barrier. Oh no, well, they can, but they just burn. Look at him, look at him. He's so happy. And he's no more. This is too good. Even before it gets nerfed into the ground, I hope it doesn't. Slow enemies on hit. Don't need that. More damage. Get the attack speed card. Now, hopefully I don't die to one ability of the boss, as I did previous times. And then again, if I don't die to one ability of the boss will just melt to the fire. I'll just stand close and this will happen. Yeah, look at the elites. The elites are dropping. Like, normal enemies, they no longer do damage to me. I don't need to care about anything anymore. And I haven't even maxed out my health to 500, which lets me get thorns. And mind you, thorns do even more damage. Money, please. Money. I don't have enough dashes, and I'm very slow. That's a problem. Look at that, more dashes. And let's see what's in store. Big damage, small damage, big area, more health, cross, more health. Do I want the card selection? I think I do. More movement speed? Kinda need that. And one reroll. First belt. Regen health, but less max health. I don't want less max health. Damascus Steel, 5% damage. Meh. Card selection. That's the jam. Okay, more defense. And another reroll. So agility is my movement speed plus 10%. Area. Rock statue. Increases damage by picking up food. This would have been amazing, but I don't have enough money. So area. Do I want area? Well, I'm kinda happy on the area actually. I don't need to hug enemies and I don't need to run away from enemies. Movement speed could be good, but nah. Card selection. 15% more damage. Or more defense. I think more damage. And just one movement speed. And look at that. Clean 48 cash. Now, the question is, will I survive this time? I hope I do. Level 48. Blender. Coming through. I need to be somewhere in the open field, maybe right here, so that I don't have to run around and search for loot, and I'm just gonna stay here. Well, maybe I'm just gonna flinch around, like this. Look at them, they're burning up. So now for the... Oh, cooldown, dash cooldown, yes please. Less attack speed and more damage. No, cooldown. So now I need to fire up the boss. Okay, if I stand close to it, it's gonna do the magic thing. Oh, actually, for this I need to stay away, because, well, you know. I died to this last time because I ran out of dashes. So now... Oh, you teleported close to me. Oh look, where did your health go, mate? Hello? Oh, he burned up. Oh, he burned up. Hand of the Cheater. And I'm in the next area. I have 4 soul cards. Yes, please. This will bring me the thorns. Click. Spiky. Now, I have not... This is the first time I'm in this area. The first time. Now, where do I want to go? Obviously, I want to go forward, but which forward? With a bunch of shops. So, I obviously need a relic and a shop. There's also an event here. Okay, so this path. I mean, I did say I'm going to go forward, and forward I did go. Okay, this is a completely new enemy. Do I take damage? Look at that, I kinda do. Not bad. But hey, they die. Enemies die, that's it. Oh yeah, and the old sprites as well. So this new bird thing, I think it's the same. It's a redraw of the old sprite. And the red things, I think those are the recolors of the green things. Okay, so yeah, there has been some work put in. Absolutely. And like the birds are not a recolor, they did just redone. The green things, yeah, they're recolor. Whatever, who cares? And really, who really cares about that? Most people don't even notice it. Oh, it's a new enemy. It's red. It's not green. Amazing. Aha! Do I get a level? Do I? Do I? Do I? I hope so. So I get... Oh, I lose 20% damage. But I gain 33% attack speed. Ay ay ay. Ah. But I can just gain 20% damage. I can max this out. Minus 20% is so good, so bad. Ay ay ay, ay ay ay, but more attack speed plus 33%. I think I'll take that trade. May turn out south, but I did say at the start that I'm gonna be at a blender. Card dice. Well, this is one of the first things you unlock in in the relic department, and this is one of the most powerful relics. Gives you one free reroll every time you select cards. Oh my. Now, I can't even begin to describe how amazing it is. And look at that, I'm back to my normal damage because I took that 20% less damage, and now I'm gonna take 20% more damage. Well, it's not exactly back at the original because, well, percentages. But hey, I now get a free reroll almost every time. Now, yes, that's real, it's gonna persist. Impenetrable. More defense. And look at that, another reroll. Impenetrable. More defense. Look at that, another reroll. God's Wrath. More damage. And look at that, another reroll. You get the idea. Rank this. And just stand there. I don't care. I do big damage. And I take no damage. And enemies die because, yeah, I have the weapon that hits far away and close up. Oh, look at there's a cactus. So instead of mushrooms, this area has cacti. Cactuses. Cactusi. Which is the right way? I'm not even an English speaker, by the way. Native one. I have no idea. I used to always say cactuses, then somebody corrected me. So is it cactuses, cactusi, or cacti, or cacti? Oh, they're gonna be so dead. Yeah, good thing there's so many enemies, huh? And good thing that I don't take damage at all. Because it would have been difficult with so many enemies, huh? Oh, I'm so powerful. Max out 1,000 damage multiplier. Rank it. Like, I don't need to worry about damage at this stage. Wind's Ring increases your movement speed. Take damage. Yes, please. Bookworm. Additional projectile. What is this? More experience, obviously. I haven't been cranking it as much as I would like, to be honest. Collection book. Each soul card increases your damage by 2%. How many soul cards do I have? Is it just soul card or levels count too? But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Oh, that's almost 100%. And I have to take it. Impenetrable. Obviously to crank the damage and get another card. Get the experience. And do I reroll for another card? I have 2 card selections! Can only afford 1? No. Monster, increase monster amount by 20% but reduce monster health. Oh, this would have been amazing. Can I sell something? I don't think I can. This is useless. Though I already have the Thorns. I don't need the max health anymore. And plus 50% regen. I kinda need to take 1. Because I have no health regen. Almost no health regen. Iron Will, more health? For 700? I won't be able to afford a card. I take the more expensive one, just... Ooh, Death Aura. And oil. Oh my. Everything is so good. But this is powerful, and this is powerful. Do enemies get to me? The enemies do get through me. Through my fireball. Through my fire spinny thing and the magic wand. So this is useful. And I don't really dash because I take no damage, so... Death Aura it is. Now let's test it out. On what? Oh, look at that. Death Aura increase. Death Aura increase. No Death Aura increase. Impenetrable. And now it is cranked to the same size as the spinny. The balls of spinning. The balls of slapping. And the thunder staff. That's what it's called actually. So now I absolutely don't need to care of what's running towards me. Because A, it's going to be struck down and set on fire by my magic wand, then it's going to be struck and set on fire by my balls, and then it's going to burn up in my Death Aura. So I can just go away. Pretty much. Yeah, this is what happens when you crank the Thunder Staff. And it's a rare weapon. Mind you, it's a rare weapon. It's not even an orange weapon or a red weapon. Yeah, there is a higher grade than the legendary, by the way. Heroic and I think it's mythical or something. I think it's called mythical. Someone in the developer team or developer person played World of Warcraft. I haven't. I have no respect for mythical. I have no concept of respect for mythical. I don't even care about it. Until I see it, I suppose. Then it'll probably dawn on me. What area? Yeah, crank the area. Enlarge my everything. Actually, don't forget to pick up experience, because I'm kind of missing out on that. And that's not a good thing. Now, of course, I will probably make it to the boss since I don't take damage. But past the boss? Maybe not so much. What did I want to say? I think this game needs a New Game Plus. Oh, another cactus. You're looking good, aren't you? You are looking good. This thing needs... Well, it does have an infinite mod, though. This game needs sort of a New Game Plus. You're done with the secondary boss and you just start over with your same stuff, with cranked difficulty, cranked numbers. Oh, look at that, I have a free reroll. Impenetrable. Maxed out. Now, what do I want? I want the chest, obviously. Do I want the hold mode? Do I want to... Oh, in the hold mode. I think I do, but I also want this, and this. And this. So... Oh, there's a shop. Is there a shop before the... Oh, there is. Very good. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, take delete, and take a bunch of relics. For free! Okay, you're just gonna stand there. And... blend. Look at it go! Oh, by the way, I have not even maxed out my Death Aura, by the way. By the way. So yeah, this is not even my final form. There you go. Oh, look, you're a recolor. But you're still looking snazzy. Is that even the word? I don't know. Yeah, it took me several tries to get to the final boss of the first area. This one, I feel strong, I feel confident. Oh, he's no match for me. Famous last words, probably. But time will tell. Yeah, the thing I need here is a larger magnet radius. Because Actually, my weapon radius is larger than my magnet radius, which is not pleasant to be honest. Though I do hit like an absolute shock. Okay, look at that. Pickup range. That's what I need. So now hopefully I have enough pickup range to... I think I do. I can now just stand there and let the elites die and that's it. Okay, the things that die to my magic wand, those just left. That experience is just left, but all the other experience, not so much. And look at that. I haven't left anything. What do I do? Plus 18% damage at cost of attack speed. 5% attack speed. Yes. Big damage. I need that. Okay, stand in the middle. And let things die. And I'd like to not get pushed by the elites. Maybe there's a weight stat or something that can be improved. Like the higher level I am, the less I get pushed around or something. Like, is that even required? I don't think it's required, but just for me, because look at it. Oh, that's health. But it gives more regen. Do I even need more regen? Projectile lifetime. That will actually improve my damage, because what that does, it allows multiple instances of the Thunder Staff to be spinning around, slapping my enemies. Oh, the skeletons are also different. Look at that! So much work has gone into this. Like, as someone who has an artistic ability of a toddler, and that's an insult to toddlers, by the way, I respect any sort of artistic expression. Except for the mythic items. Those suck. No. Oh, look at that, Death Aura. Guess what I need? Maybe a bit of an overkill, but do I care? I don't. Like at this stage, every single point of damage that I take is an overkill. Actually, the small enemies, they don't die instantly. Huh. I thought they do. So, I'm just on par, I'm just as strong as I need to be, not overpowered. Look at that. Oh, give me the experience. Give me all the experience. Ah, nice and clean. Another dash or the spear, or more damage. Yes! And a relic. Bosses and elites have less health. More projectiles. But more projectiles. I think it's just a projectile. That should improve my wand, and that should also improve my... How much do you do? You do 300. You do 500, excuse me. You only do 150. Useless use. Obviously, this event, whatever it is. Oh, Magic Wisp. It's a new weapon. Summon a wisp that will target and whatnot. It'll just... So this thing dashes between enemies. It is actually a good weapon. It hits like a truck, but it has a very serious downside. It dashes just outside of your vision range, and what that does, as you might guess, yeah, you have to run after experience, and I don't like that. Good weapon otherwise. A dash cooldown. Oh yes, please. Ooh, normal delay. I unlocked something else. Very good. And more damage. Rank the damage. I don't care. Boom. Rank everything. I can still afford a few void upgrades, a few magnet upgrades. Because I see experience laying around. And that's not proper. You shouldn't litter. Very good. Experience cleaned up. All vacuumed up. It's all inside me. Very good. Now, I honestly don't even know whether level 64 or level 65 is good at this stage or not. How do I even tell? Oh, 300. Hello. Yeah, the highly inferior That Aura Ring is slowly catching up to the highly superior Thunderstaff and the Magic Wand. Oh, hello. Oh, you do damage to me. Oh, that's surprising. Now, I wonder, will the boss do damage to me? It probably will. I'll probably die in one hit, but hey, I will experience it. For once. It took me a lot of time to get here. I can tell you that. I died to the first boss in the second world many, many times. But in that time, I have learned that I actually need to take defense upgrades, in the meta progression. And health upgrades in the meta progression, and experience upgrades in the meta progression. And all the upgrades, actually. All the first upgrades in the meta progression, you need to take those before you action the second world. But actually, I didn't do that. I got the experience upgrade from the second world. And that's how I have a high level. Oh, crank that. Oh, yes. And 21 souls level later. That unlocked something. And I'll probably get it eventually. What did that even unlock? Oh, I have 2 pages. I have 2 pages of this. Of weapons and cards and whatnot. Okay, crank that, crank that. Now, will I get that card that I unlocked? I don't know. I hope so. Okay, I can just stand there and ignore all the experience because the experience will just come to me. And let the elites push me around. That's it. That's my gameplay now. Obviously more damage. No. I can't resist picking up experience. I'm like this. Experience, I see, I must pick up. Dead. Dead, 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 dead. Oh, come to me, come to me. Dead. And that's 4,000 enemies down the drain in just 1 minute. Ooh, another projectile. Yes, please, don't mind if I do. And a free relic. Adventurer's License. Shop contains more items. Item cards and shops are better quality. Wow. Double the additional projectiles, but absolutely nerf the attack speed. More attack speed at the cost of -1 additional projectile. So this reduces, this counteracts the legendary, the heroic upgrade, which is this one, multi-handed. This gives +2. But this gives 18% attack speed, which is enormous, to be honest. Do I reroll for damage? I do reroll for damage, I don't care. But that being said, I said reroll for damage, but 5% is a lot. But Fractal. How will Fractal work? This will provide a smaller inner ring of the Thunderstaff. That's how it was going to work. Elite? You're my test dummy. More dashes? Nah, no damage. Take the damage. Useless. Take more damage. Useless. Well, max out the dash, I suppose. Go enemies. Yeah, take that. So now, there's gonna be an inner ring. Anytime soon. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at it. It's so beautiful. It looks amazing too. Oh, look at that. They're all getting blended. And actually, there are multiple inner rings and multiple outer rings. Because of the massive projectile lifetime that I have, and the massive attack speed. And the cooldown too. Massive projectile speed and the massive attack speed, which is attack speed is cooldown. Yeah. I literally have 3, maybe 4 rings at the same time going around me. And they destroy enemies. Good. Only elites can reach me at this stage. Not for long. And I'm still getting levels, by the way. Thanks to all that experience that I got. Another dash. Okay. I can just go through the enemies and they'll be blended. They'll be ground into nothing. Like, I don't even need to care about the elites anymore, to be honest. I can just stand there. Hands off. Take a drink. Water, by the way. Like, at the weaker elites, they die like... Or they almost die before they come to me, like normal enemies. Oh, wow. Ooh, take that, take that. And because I have a bunch of cooldown for the dash, it's back up almost immediately. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, 100% chance of the soul gems to be attracted. Excuse me, 100% chance based on what? Oh, so now I just attract soul gems all the time. Okay. So now I don't even need to run around and pick up stuff, except for I need to pick up the coins. I need to pick up the coins. Okay. That's good. Picking up the coins is good. I do just get experience now, but by standing still effectively. Ugh. Yeah, that's how I like it. I don't like it running after experience, to be honest, like at all. I don't want anything here. Minus 2 additional projectiles. But excuse me, plus 50% damage? That's... How much? Yeah. So now my damage went up from 30 times multiplier to 45 times multiplier. 49. Wow. Do you survive? You don't. Okay, I really can't tell the elites apart from the normal enemies now. Everything just dies. I don't care anymore. Everything is one. And one is me. Death. 5%. Well, at this stage, 5% damage is a lot of damage. Yeah. Compounded interest. Right there. Void statue. Would also attract all gems. Like, all my gems are getting attracted non-stop. Like, this is useless. Can I sell it? Damascus steel. I mean, if I crank it to the maximum, I'll probably get some sort of unlock, so crank it. So get an unlock? Oh, but hey, 30,000 money. What can I buy? Soul Gauntlet. This is useless. Chicken Statue increases max health. Useless. Spear. I mean, I'm at final boss. Why would I need the spear? Sharpening Stone plus base damage, durability plus health. And 2 card selection. I think I'll go for the card selection. No. Stone-handed. Plus 3 additional projectiles, but absolutely nerf the attack speed and absolutely nerf projectile lifetime. And more movement speed and more damage. More defense. Actually, if I max this out, I'll probably unlock something eventually. Another card. Oh, oil. Or projectile lifetime. Actually, projectile lifetime will allow me oil. For 5,000? Nah. You see, I can get oil from card selection, which costs less than 5,000. A damage multiplier to 2%. It's still very strong, a lot of impact, but more base damage? This didn't reroll. So am I at the stage where I picked up all the good upgrades? Yeah, just take the base damage then. And here, I do want defense. It's all tainted. What's going on? More attack speed. This is health. If I take this health, will I unlock something? If I take oil, will I unlock something? Well, granted, I may need more dashes to deal with the boss, so I'm gonna take that. Look at that. Can I take another oil? Look at that. And I can. In fact, I can. And another reroll. Yeah, this is useless. Increases health. This is useless. Bow. Don't want another weapon. Projectile size, $1,000. Well, I can still go for this card selection. Practice. Plus 1% attack speed and plus 3% damage. Kinda good. And another card. And another practice. Practice makes perfect. And there's a card named Perfect and a card named Practice. But I don't need max health at this stage. I mean, I kinda can take it. Just for the laughs at this stage. Yeah, just crank up the health. Like, I'm using up all the money because this is the final challenge. Will I make it? I have no idea. Let's see. Oh yeah, I still have stuff to up here. Health. Yeah, crank that. Okay, so I'm just gonna stand here. Ooh. Mushrooms again. The cacti have a different animation. Take that, I suppose. Like it's useless. Now, will the boss do damage to me? Oh, it's a worm! Hello. Hello, worm. Do you do damage to me? Oh, you don't. Oh, come at me. Come at me, honey. You see, I apply a lot of fire, and you are going to die to it. Look at it. It's burning. It's literally burning. You can see black blood. Is this the card that I unlocked? I don't think so. I'll chance something. Oh, projectile lifetime, absolutely. So it's burning. It's burning. It's accumulating stacks. So the moment it goes out of this thing, it's going to just explode. Oh, look at it. It's losing health. It's losing health rapidly. It can't stand the damage. And it can't damage me. Okay. I am powerful. Oh, look at that. The little worms. Will they survive? Well, the hint is, no they won't. I'm not just gonna take damage on purpose and just absolutely blow them up. Because you see, I have the cloak. Now, when you think of it, I am the boss, not the worm. Now let's see. Let's look at the damage. The fire dealt most damage, as I thought it would. And the death aura, which I got after the thunder staff and the magic wand, outshined both of them. Yeah, so fire spirits just applies every time you hit quickly on your fast attack speed. This hits very quickly. This hits very quickly. This magic wand not so much. But Thunderstaff is the best for the fire spirit, I think, because it has very many small projectiles. Okay, that's the run. Finally, I managed to beat it. But since you made it this far, you might as well press like and subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on my other videos. And hey, on the screen there is a very particular video that you will definitely enjoy that's handpicked for you, so might as well click on that.